Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and boy, do we have a exciting and weird episode of Streamin Demons coming for you. Weird because, well, you'll find out. But exciting because, well, you'll find out too. Today's episode, we're going over Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. That's right, before most of you were born. I don't know, something like that. And Ghostbusters Afterlife. All this and more on the next Streamin Demons. Hit it. Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and boy, what was that? Hold on. Apparently in this Streamin Demons, the role of Box Human, aka JM Brannyk, is being played by none other than Aiden. Am I saying your name correct? Aidan? Aidan? Aidan.
Yeah.
Aidan, okay. Box is on special assignment. They will be back, unlike our other co-hosts that probably won't ever come back. But they will be back unless they get deported. In no chase, they'll be back sooner. Whatever. But Aiden, pleased to meet you. Hello. Thank you very much for coming. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Who cares? Oh, Jesus. Pain. Break him in. Break him in a little bit a little bit at a time. Sorry about that. He just needs beer sometimes. So you're doing great. Now, for those of you who don't know, we at Haunted MPL had a podcast in development called Horror Virgin. Get it? Horror Virgin? If you say it quick enough, it makes sense. If you say it slower, it still makes sense, just more, slowly. And the concept was that one person is like watching a bunch of horror, that's like me, and another person is an absolute virgin to horror movies. And that, oddly enough, is Aiden. So we haven't released that podcast yet, but this is almost like a preview, I think, for it. Now, if you're new to Streamin Demons, which Aiden is, which is fine, we'll do the rules. The rules are simple. We do one borrowed, one new, one old, and sometimes one blue, who knows? We mix them up. It's all good. It's a wedding song. That's all. And because I am a very lazy person, I always let the special guest go first. So, Aiden, if that is your real name, take it away. What movie you got for us?
Well, I don't watch horror movies.
This is gonna go fun. I don't have any horror movies at all.
Well, that's because as a child, as a very young teenager, I was traumatized by the film It.
Which movie?
The original Stephen King.
Stephen King. Which movie?
It.
The film's called what? Which film? It, right. But which film?
It, IT.
Right. Oh, IT, like the IT crowd that scared you?
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't think that Stephen King wrote the IT crowd. You might want to check your sources in that one. I don't think you're right.
Well, it was released, I think, around 1990, and
you think? You think it was 1990? Really?
I don't know. You should
now
know.
You doubt yourself. You doubt yourself, don't you?
I didn't Google it, but
oh, you're gonna Google it.
Who cares?
That's what they say about Google.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Trial by Fire. So, 90, maybe, I don't know. One of our listeners would probably complain, but it wasn't 90, but yeah. So this is the one with Tim Curry, right? Or as you know him, Brandon Lee.
yeah, Tim Curry
makes sense to like zero people.
Unrecognizable guy. I shouldn't have been watching it. Like, I think my parents were out of town and my grandmother was like babysitting and she went to bed, and I watched it like alone, and I couldn't stop watching it, but at the same time it traumatized me so much that like it led to like 20 years of not watching any horror films until someone tricked me and dragged me into a cinema.
I too seen Kim Kardashian's porno. Oh, we're talking about horror films. I'm sorry. I thought you said traumatized 20 years. Who knows?
Yeah,
So
tricked me into watching another horror film. Like, it took
what
20 years, I'm saying,
what
to
movie was that? Just curiosity.
Saw.
Right. What did you see?
Saw.
No. Right. Okay. Get it. What did you see?
Yeah, okay. The film Saw. You know what I'm talking about.
The film you saw. I don't know what film you saw. That's how I'm asking you. What did you see?
Uh,
I can do this forever.
yeah,
So,
I know.
so you went from It to Saw. Okay. So you went from Tim Curry It. So do you remember anything other than being scared from Tim Curry It? What do you remember? What pops out at you? What scared you?
Uh, I mean, for sure the clown, the
The
costume. I mean,
clown.
I saw the latest version, and the clown is completely not scary to me. The new version, the
Why?
old one,
Yeah.
which in my mind is the original one, I guess. The original one with
Yes.
Tim Curry. It's like, I guess because maybe special effects back then were not like created or something, or not as good. So like they just had to rely on makeup and like
Practical
the
effects. Yeah.
general appearance of an actor or whatever. Um, but he had real creepy vibes, and then all the makeup and the things they did, like he just creeped me out so much. I couldn't even look at a clown or be near a clown or go to any events or
Be a
McDonald's.
clown or go buy a clown. McDonald's was off the table.
Yeah, just like clowns, to this day, I'm not a fan.
Really? You can't even see Ronald McDonald.
Well, I don't, I can see it by accident, but not on purpose. Yeah, don't.
You're like completely honestly? No, you're not kidding now.
No, I mean, like, I just don't like looking at clowns. Like, I don't, I'm not gonna run away and scream or anything, but I'm not a fan of clowns.
Hi, Jim Phoenix, Haunted Montreal Press. So I have a question. Is this explaining your aversion to Donald Trump? You just can't be around clowns. No further questions, Your Honor. Defense rest. Thank you. You can no longer be a juror. So, okay, I believe you're getting the argument of practical effects, which is going to be the makeup and the actors moving, versus CGI, which is what we see in the new It. You know,
Yes.
the computer generated stuff. So you're
Yeah.
more of a practical effect person, and this is great. Not only are you new to horror, I get to explain the terminologies.
Okay.
And some people at home are like, oh, I don't know what practical versus whatever is, and Box or JM Branny's really good at explaining Foley work and stuff like that. But this is cool. What were you afraid of? Just clowns? You afraid that the clowns gonna get you?
I think it's the whole concept that I thought clowns were like our friends. I mean, I was like, I don't know, 12 or
You thought
13,
clowns were your friend?
I thought clowns were like meant to bring joy, and then it was like such a deception for me, like the first childhood real like deception. I don't know, like
Really? It's
I
this
thought
one? Wait. So you had friends that were clowns before?
I had been to birthdays as a child with clowns. I thought they were the best. They
Your
were
birthday
funny.
parties had clowns? What the shit?
Yeah, we were, pretty upper middle class, and we had clowns and magicians and all these things at friends' birthday parties. And
Magicians? Are you fucking I think the real horror is this. I'm learning this about Aiden right now. That you had clowns and magicians. And how old were you at this time we had clowns, magicians at your
like
friends or birthday parties?
up until I was about
Were you
10,
10? Okay.
10 or 11. I don't know, until I saw it.
Until you saw it, and then you're like, "No more clowns, just magicians." What could possibly go wrong with a magician?
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
always upright,
Yeah.
sawing people in half, and like, okay. So, were you the person on Wedding Crashers demanding that little toy poodle to be? Yeah, okay, that was you. Got it.
Yeah, yeah, that was me, yeah.
So, no judgment whatsoever. Don't worry, won't ever bring it up at all. I mean, I was lucky to get, but whatever, man. It was like you got clowns and stuff, really? That is the true horror. And after that, so you were affected so much by this movie that you stopped going to birthday parties, or you demanded your friends not to do clowns ever?
Well, no,
I
I
need to
mean,
know, I
by
need to
that
know.
age, clowns were we by the time I saw it, I was already past the clowns, like, at birthday parties age, but I
What
still
replace the clowns at the birthday parties? Now I'm more interested in what happened at these birthday parties than at the movie right now. But what replaced the clowns? I need to know.
What replaced the clowns? Well, the magicians first,
The magi-
and then restaurants, like really fancier and fancier restaurants.
How
Um,
old for a fancy restaurant?
I mean,
I had to
the
be at
Ritz,
least 12.
the, a friend's birthday was at the Ritz Carlton.
How old?
She
How
was
old?
16.
16-year-old.
Yeah,
Birthday there is college.
yeah, and that wasn't my birthday. It was a friend from high school. But yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes all the difference. As long as it wasn't your birthday, just a friends from high school. And so about it, if you are remembering, you watch this at home, so I'm guessing you probably pirated the TV set. But you had the clowns. Do you remember anything about the story?
uh, very little, like something about a curse that's like every 27 years this
Eh,
thing comes
the
back to haunt the same group of kids who are now, older and older and whatever, and
CAQ?
more and more messed up in life psychologically.
Psychological messed up life. Well, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly from a writer's post on the book Stephen King, not the book he was saying, Stephen King's book, it was something along the lines of, boy, he sure does write, like, what was it, teenage orgies well. That's actually, I think, makes the first movie, but not quite the second movie. It's a story about, if you haven't seen it, yeah, the thing does come back every so often, starts killing, whatever, and those little kids escape. He has all those rascals, and so it's going to haunt them, particularly to get revenge on them. But the first one, they do some funky things that you might see on Euphoria.
Okay.
So you're just wondering if people are like, oh my gosh, are kids really like that? Stephen King wrote it well before most of you guys were born, so yeah, kids were doing that for a long time. Believe it or not. Especially not at birthday parties that had clowns and magicians, maybe, but yeah, that's what happens. So you were for the clown or against the clown? Whose side you were on?
I
Are you
don't
pro
think
clown now? Are
I
you
can
like
be
cheering for the
anything
clown?
other than against the clown.
You were against it?
I was also like, what scared me, aside from the clown, was a lot of these kids had, I mean, or maybe not. I don't remember if they were kids at this point, or maybe they were like adults, but they
Yeah.
would like see kind of like water coming out of a sink, and it would look like blood, and then they'd like blink, and then it would just be water again, and like that whole, like, I guess, messing psychologically with.
Who cares? What was that?
Oh, that
Pain. Damn it, Pain.
scared me. Okay, I was like very young. Okay.
Wait, I thought pain scared you. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? You just give him make enough beer, Jimbo. Just give him make enough beer, he's fine. So you are on the side of the kids then, hoping to kill the clown, although they never do. Ever, really. I think the clown changes, they might go away, like, the Wicked Witch of the West, but I think the clown will eventually come back.
No,
I
that
think.
only makes it more, scarier.
Oh, we gotta behind you. No? Although you stopped breathing for a half second, so I got you. Okay. So you were finding a practical effects. What do you remember the sound effects at all?
No,
Didn't sound like this. No.
no. The guy was in a sewer though, right? And like tried to lure them in there somehow.
Again, enough about Trump. Gee, leave that poor guy alone.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant It, the movie. Sorry. I'm so sorry. You're talking about clowns in the sewer again. I just got confused. Dragging everyone down. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lincoln Group. So, okay. So you were remembering more of the flashes of it, right? Did you see this? You said a little bit about the second It. Was that just trailers you saw for the remake of It, or did you actually physically see it?
I saw, I think, one film, but I believe there's more than
Yeah, there's
one.
two.
It's a
Yeah,
two-parter. Yeah, I didn't see the
there's
second
two
part.
part. Okay.
I saw the first
If
one.
you
I
had to,
don't It's good. It's good. I don't need to see the second part.
Okay. Is it because it's too scary or just like, whatever, the first one you can't beat?
I watched it more to see if I could handle it, if I would be, triggered or whatever, but I wasn't. And I just still thought, like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
It wasn't that great for me to like rewatch or continue watching, I guess you should
Which
say.
one was better?
I mean, if we're looking at which one is better at scarring people,
Yes.
the original
Oh,
one.
very, very cool. And with that, with the original one, because it scarred you so much, we use Cthulhu ratings instead of stars. Cthulhu, our Dark Lord and Master. How many Cthulhus out of 5? 1 being like, whatever. 5 being, holy crap, please, I just need it out of here. What do you rate this movie?
Well, if I had to look at the scariest movie I've ever seen, so I don't know, 5 on 5.
5 out of 5 Cthulhus? Holy crow. That's amazing. 5 out of 5. All right. Shoot. I have to beat a 5 out of 5. I don't want to go next. Where's Box at? Damn it, Box. Supposed to be here, so I don't have to go next. All right. So my movie is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre Axer from all of 1970 and it's 74. The weirdest thing about this movie is I know people who worked on the movie. That's how old I am. And I remember the movie vastly different as a kid than I do now. I may have shown this movie maybe somewhere recently, and I forgot how slow it burned. Like, oh, yeah, it was on Tubi. I'm like, oh, Tubi, we're gonna watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's like one person who showed up, so we might as well make some time of it. And this is where Aiden's putting 2 and 2 together. Like, did you really? Yeah. 6th floor. Yeah, I did. And we're watching this. We're kind of doing things. About an hour and a half movie, and no one's really dead yet. I'm like, oh god. In my mind, I'm like, everyone's like running away and screaming in my mind. I'm like, why is this so damn slow? I forgot movies had pacing back then. So if you're not familiar with the original, it's like, who will survive and what will be left of them? And it's a dude with a chainsaw on the cover. And here is from IMDb. 5 friends head out to rural Texas to visit the grave of a grandfather. This random grandfather, who knows it is. On the way, they stumble across what appears to be a deserted house, only to discover something sinister within. Something armed with a chainsaw. Dun dun dun. That really won't come out for like most of the movies, so it's something they're just hitchhiking at this point. If you have not seen this movie before, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a chainsaw in it. That's what I'm spoiling. There's a chainsaw on it. I just, the title, the literal title. I think this is one of those movies, if you just say the title is the literal, that's it. If you're talking about practical effects, this movie is off the charts with them. Because it's blood, it's guts, it's horror. It's got Leatherface with the faces of people on a sword on there. And it's got some pretty good chainsaw dancing. This might be common knowledge now because of the internet, but way before when we actually had to talk to people to find stuff out and interview them, it came out to be the reason why it's a chainsaw because Toby was like, he was stuck. I believe it was like Christmas or Thanksgiving. In America's mind, they're the same holiday, so forgive me. And he was like, I'm stuck in the store. How can I get through the store really easily? Chainsaw. So we added that along with the killings that were actually going on. So it's a little bit of a mixture of reality and plus fantasy, right? Kind of like Fisting Cancer and the Peel. A little mix between reality and fantasy. Not to say which one's reality, though. Spoilers. It's all real. Okay. So if you are looking for a slow burn, this is it. If you are wondering how could a movie that Netflix put out resembles anything like the original, so is everyone. Don't worry. If you're thinking the one that Netflix put out is just a cash grab, you'll be right. And if you're thinking the one that Netflix put out is far superior than original, you can stop listening right now. You're just wrong. Sorry. Got nothing for you. But if you want to go on Tubi TV, tubi.tv, and watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of the scariest things you're going to see the last half hour or so. If you're squeamish, you can't watch this. If you thought Evil Dead was too scary, you really can't watch this. If you have a thing against Texas, you can probably still watch this, but it'll be different. So, what I'm going to do to Aiden right now is we're going to play a clip from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You ready? Yeah. Okay, here we go. All you have to do is... Oh, that's the wrong clip. No, that's the wrong clip again. No, one of these clips chirping. No, why is it chirping? There we go. That's the clip. I'll just play it for you.
And then we're going to talk like this voice, and then I'm going to kill you.
That's okay. No, we're not going to play a clip. But by my description, Aiden, if that is your real name, do you want to watch a Texas Chainsaw Massacre for your very first movie of Horror Virgin? Knowing that I'll have a camera on you recording your actions or reactions, I should say.
The whole film?
The whole film. It's only an hour and a half.
Now?
No. Now is way too early. We're recording, by the way, like at 10 o'clock at night. No. Like, later.
Okay.
A lot later. After, like, all the kids are in bed and all the creepy crawlers are out. That type of later.
I mean...
Yeah.
I think it can't be scarier than it, so yeah, sure.
Oh. Okay, everyone. You heard it here first. Aiden believes Texas Chainsaw Massacre can't be scarier than it. And you're right. It can't be possibly scarier than Tim Curry with clown makeup. I hope you don't ever need to go to Texas ever, but it's all good. Oh, movie-wise, right, rating. I am giving Texas Chainsaw Massacre the original, even though it's a slow burn in the beginning. 4.5 out of 5 Cthulhu's. That's my final answer. Now, very special. Aiden and I actually did watch a horror movie together once. It was not Roller Gator. No one wants to watch Roller Gator with me. That's how every girlfriend in the world broke up with me. Besides the ones that just hate me pure evil. But we watched none other than Ghostbusters Afterlife, which is arguably a horror movie. This is the one from 2021. It's the one I'm gonna admit made me tear up. Maybe it gets a little thing. No spoilers, but those Stay Puft Marshmallow Men are so cute. This makes me want to cry. No, if you've not seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, basically it's the true sequel to Ghostbusters. We're gonna pretend that the remake never happened. Everyone else be better off for it. It's here from IMDb. When a single mom and her 2 kids arrive in a small town, grandfather, hold on. This is the same thing for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Holy shit. Okay, whatever. When a single mom and her 2 kids arrive in a small town, they begin to discover their connection to the original Ghostbusters and secret legacy their grandfather left behind. That of an insane chainsaw-wielding sociopath or psychopath, who knows? All right. This one has a lot going on. I've heard some negative things about this because they're just trying to... I'm watching my guest star take out a knife right now and start stabbing things randomly. It's oh, you call it a pen. It's a pen knife. Oh, okay. It's an active knife. Okay. I don't even want to know what you're stabbing. Or do I? No, probably not. So, what did you think of this movie? What did you think, Aiden?
Well, I didn't think it was a horror film.
You didn't think it was a horror? Did you jump? Yes or no? Did you jump during the film? Yes or no? Did you jump?
No, I did not jump.
You didn't jump? Don't lie.
I flinched with maybe a couple
God knows when you're lying. And he kills kittens. Don't make God kill kittens.
Yeah.
There's a couple of scenes with like the
You're
ghosts.
right. I do kill clones.
No one understands that one voice. I don't know why. I think it's too deep for my own voice. It's a couple of scenes where it made you jumpy, jittery, maybe even go ah.
No,
Really?
I don't
But
recall.
Aiden, every time you lie in this podcast, I will scare the shit out of you. You're up for 3.
You already do that.
And that's not for the podcast, guys. It's just me and chilling out, and like scary. Baby Yoda scares Aiden to near death. Okay, so you didn't jump. There's no jump scares for you in Ghostbusters Afterlife. You don't remember going at all.
No,
Really?
really.
Okay. I'll believe you. She's lying. But that's fine. Everyone gets to lie once in a while. You lie like a dog. All right. So what did you think of the movie if you didn't think it was that scary, apparently?
I really liked it. I didn't see the remake, so I just know the original Ghostbusters, and I like the premise, and I didn't know the some of the actors, but the ones I did know, I really liked, and I don't
You
know.
didn't know some of the actors? You didn't know Paul Rudd?
Well, I knew Paul Rudd. He's the only one I knew, and I think I knew one other guy who was in Frankie
Stranger
and
Things.
Grace.
Oh, Frank. He was in Frankie and Grace?
Yeah, Ernie Hudson.
Raising. We're still doing Ernie. Holy shit. You're saying Ernie Okay. The original Ghostbusters. You know the original Ghostbusters because he was guest starring in Frankie and Grace. That's what you're telling me?
He's in Frankie and Grace as
Okay.
in.
Let's just run down this cast list. You tell me if you heard of them before watching this movie. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Paul Rudd. Yeah,
Yes.
right? Okay. You do know Finn Wolfhard. You just don't know his name.
Yeah. Stranger Things. Yes.
Stranger Danger. Danny Aykroyd.
Yeah, obviously from the original.
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson.
Okay, well,
That's the
I know a lot of actors. Okay, but I meant the other ones, the new ones from the new ones.
Oh, the new ones. See, I never watched Frankie and Grace before, so I was like, oh, is this guy? I'm like, oh, like Ernie Hudson?
But I mean, other than like, I've seen many films with Bill Murray. I've seen many films with the other actors, but Ernie Hudson, that was the first, like seeing him in the Grace, in Frankie and Grace was the first time I'd seen him since the 80s.
Really? You never seen The Crow? With Tim Curry, I believe?
He's in The Crow?
Well, no one's going to get this joke. I'm going to get so much hate mail about this. No, Brendan Lee is in The Crow.
Yes.
And so is Ernie Hudson.
Okay, well, I don't.
Oh, God.
I don't remember that.
Tune into Horror Virgin, where we can discuss who's this guy again? What's a movie? Where am I?
Is The Crow considered horror?
Oh, yeah. It's horror adjacent, really. I mean, I was reading the graphic novel today by James Barr, and it's a Halloween movie. It's spooky. There's things supernatural things happening. Maybe it's more supernatural than true chainsaw. I mean, it's urban supernatural, maybe. But I would consider it horror. I think it would be listed under adjacent, or maybe romance, action. I don't know. Who knows? Or as my good friend Dr. Payne would say,
Who cares?
There you go. That saved my voice so many times.
I need to see it again. I think
I will watch The Crow. I was reading the graphic novel. I'm like, man, I need to watch this movie again. All right. So you didn't find it scary, although you did jump a couple times. Did you find it entertaining?
Yes, absolutely.
You did? Okay. So did you like this movie better than it?
For sure, yeah.
Why? They both have. You didn't want to eat marshmallows for like a year after this.
Because it just didn't traumatize me.
It didn't? Oh, wait until you see Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can't wait for this one. And neither can you guys at home. Remember, Horror Virgin premieres in it's already October. Premiere soon. Horror Virgin. But back to this one. So Ghostbusters Afterlife. Okay, I dig it. I like how do you think the effects? I love the Marshmallow Men. I'm sorry. I know that there's some people who just hate Marshmallow Men or whatever, but I love them.
Yeah, no, I thought he was great, and it wasn't like too much. I mean, like it wasn't overdone. It was nicely done. Yeah.
Yeah, and without giving any spoilers away, there is a moment at the end. I swear I cried. Yeah. See, I'll admit that stuff. I got all misty-eyed.
I don't know. I think you're the one lying now.
What? Oh, okay. Why would I lie? I got misty-eyed over a movie. I'm like, I'll be lying the other way. Or was I blubbering? Why?
Oh, there's a sweet moment. There's a sweet moment.
Okay, there is a sweet moment where they kill all the people. Oh no, that's my version of the movie. Hold on. All right. So, out of 5 Cthulhu's, what would you rate Ghostbusters Afterlife 2021? Out of 5.
4?
4.
Yeah, 4.
Holy crow! 4 is not bad. Yeah. All right.
It was an honorable sequel to, I think it was well done. It wasn't just focused on a gender or whatever, like the other one. It was just the best story that, like, it was. I don't know.
I have a question. Why do you hate women?
I don't hate women, but
so you like women?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just read about it. Based on what I read, I don't want to read. Oh yeah, I don't want to watch.
Definitely on mute. You're right. That was definitely on silent. It's okay. As we just say in business, that's how it.
That's how it goes, babe.
All right. So wow, you said 4 out of 5. Okay, yeah. I can do that. I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Sorry, that is my best sequel I've seen. I've seen Ghostbusters 1 and 2 in the theater. I've seen the remake in the theater as well. And I had to say the remake deserves all the hate it gets. Well, probably not misogynistic part of the hate. It's just a shitty movie. For me, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. It's like Bros. You can hate the movie and not be homophobic. It's just a shitty movie. I love Kate McKinnon. If one of us worked out completely different in the cosmic gender or sexuality role, I would be definitely saying, yeah, let's do something. I think she has unlimited talent, but even she couldn't pull this off. That's how much I dislike that movie. Absolutely. But this Afterlife movie, it got scrapped, it got rewritten, it got shelved, it got pushed through by Paul Rudd. I think not Paul Rudd, but it got pushed through by Reitman. A bunch of people died before the movie was done. It had to be like, oh no, we were supposed to do this. And it is the perfect homage to not just the franchise, because that's just a commercial product, but to the people who built it. And it is, I think that's where the emotion comes from. You can actually feel everything being poured into it. It really is a labor of love. And that's why I think, even though people are like, oh, it's getting on the shadow, I'm like, oh, fuck you. It's watch a different movie, douche. Make your own movies then. It's a 5 out of 5 for me. And with that being said, I have a 5. I have a 5? Wow. And Box isn't here to say, you inflate your grades. Like, maybe I do. Who knows? But with that being said, plugs. What do you want to plug? Aiden, if that is your real name.
Yeah, I'd like to plug a website called burnpits360.org. So they do work with, I guess, people who've been in wars.
A lot of the burn pits, mostly from Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, as Jimmy Buffett song goes. That's a wonderful cause. They absolutely got fucked over by Congress more than once. So I burn pits plural, right? 360.org. Yeah. I love them. We've actually donated to that charity before, and they are very interesting to watch, especially with the given water issues of Captain Lejeune coming out. Well, they've already came out, but now people are getting sued for it, I think. So I love it, burnpits.org. And my own plug, I'm going to plug Bodies. Bodies is our new anthology. I'm going through the story list this week. I started already, so some of you might be getting rejections or acceptance letters, depending on who you are. And all of bodies will go to 4 different women's charities. They're on our Twitter page if you're wondering what they are, including the Emily Dickinson Museum, which you can actually go to their museum for her 192nd birthday for freezies, and they have a small birthday party for her, including Girls Who Code, including legal matters, including abortion rights, including. Because apparently, I didn't get the memo. I honestly thought that women had equal rights in 2022. That's on me. I forgot they didn't, so I thought we should probably do a charity and do something for it. So Bodies is coming out. I'm gonna say Thanksgiving, American, obviously. Don't quote me on that, but that's my push. And with that being said, I want to thank my brand new pitch hitter coming in the last minute through texts and IMs and very first time using a computer ever. Aiden, thank you very much for being here. And oh wait, that's right. Remember, kids, if you seen a movie we haven't, well, good for fucking you. There's a couple billion people on the planet, a couple bazillion movies, and there's like 2.5 of us. So what the fuck you want, Cookie? Go for it. On behalf of myself, Jim Phoenix, and my special guest, Aiden, we bid you good day. Bye.
I hear a cat.